I'm really hungry.
Do you want a snack?
Isn't that a question you ask people, like, what's your favorite? Hey everyone, I'm Shira Lazar. Welcome to the Partners Project. I'm right now with iJustine Ezrick. All right, let's just call her iJustine.
That works.
Because that's what everyone knows you as.
Yes.
You are the superstar queen of YouTube.
Why, hello there, wonderful internet friends. Well, I mean, thank you. I wouldn't go that far, but...
Yeah, let's talk about how you got to where you are today. Where did you grow up? How did you get started?
I grew up like an hour outside of Pittsburgh and it was pretty much literally in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we grew up, there was cows next door. You could say I didn't have any friends, or you could not say that, but yeah, I don't know. I love it. I was in 6th grade when I made my first website, and I was like going around like stealing little pieces of HTML code and trying to like make my own website. And I was 12. Pretty much half my life I've spent, playing on the internet.
A lot has happened in between. Were you live streaming on iJustine TV at a certain point also?
Yes, I did do that. I streamed my life live on the internet. I wore a camera on my head like a crazy person, and I streamed my life on the internet for 6 months. 24/7.
And then when did you realize that this was perhaps an actual job and career? I mean, you were doing that for fun at that time?
Yeah, no, it was definitely for fun. But in doing all that stuff, I was still like, posting videos on YouTube and posting stuff on MySpace.
When did you see it getting traction?
When the iPhone first came out, AT&T sent a 300-page phone bill, and it came inside of a box. And so I just made some stupid video about it, and then, it ended up being featured on CNN and pretty much every news outlet. And I was like, it's kind of crazy that, one little video can get spread, so far across the entire world.
How has your creative process changed from then to now?
It's a strange creative process because I'll just get an idea and I just do it. And I think in Hollywood that's so different because people are like, we need to get a budget, we need to get camera people, and I'm just like, I have a camera, I know how to edit, so I can just do it myself.
How do you continue to engage with fans in your community?
I guess, the two main shows as we like to call them here on YouTube. I do like Ask IJ and a Vlog University show. So Ask IJ is where people ask me questions and then I respond back in the video. What's my favorite color? And then Vlog University is more just kind of getting the community involved and just kind of giving people ideas to vlog about. So the official challenge for next episode is create a collab music video. Because a lot of people, like one of their main questions is like, what do I make a video about? So just something completely simple, but it's still just an idea that people can create content around.
But are you constantly commenting on people's comments? You obviously tweet, have your maybe Facebook. How do you maintain that?
It's sort of just like a conversation all day long. I go on Facebook, respond back to comments. And Twitter, I have 2 Twitter accounts. I have a second one that I just literally will just respond all day long to people. So it's just kind of sitting there, watching TV, responding back to comments. It really is just kind of like a way of life, really.
Well, yeah, are you an insomniac? What are the hours here?
You know what, I used to go to bed at like 6 o'clock in the morning, but I've been trying to go to bed before 12 every night. But
So what are some questions that people are always asking you?
The number one question is, what do you edit with? And I've probably answered that a million times. It's Final Cut Pro, everybody, Final Cut. And the other question is just, how do I get started doing what you're doing? I say, just start, just do it, just post something, anything.
What do your parents think about all of this?
They really like it because they are so far away that they feel like they know what I'm doing. So like if I'm flying or traveling and I haven't updated my Twitter in like a couple hours, my mom will text me, are you live? Like, yep, I'm alive. It's great. So I've kind of brought my family into my little internet world.
Does it blow your mind that people now look at you as a brand?
I mean, I guess it's kind of crazy because I still see it as I'm just having so much fun doing this that I don't feel like it's work or it's like a job. I mean, I guess from an outside perspective, it definitely is a brand because, I try to maintain, making sure I'm never swearing or doing anything that would influence, kids to do something that I wouldn't want them to do or their parents wouldn't want them to do.
You have a lot of brands approaching you. How do you balance all of that out in terms of the content that you want to create just organically and stuff that people approach you about?
If it's not a video that I would already make myself, I feel like it's not something that I can post on my channel. So for example, like the Barbie project that I did, but she has like an LCD screen on her back and like a video camera in her necklace. So something like that is absolutely perfect. I have a very young female audience. So, I mean, this was such a cool doll that I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I was like 5 years old again because it's gonna be perfect. I worked really hard on this. Do you guys like it? Is this good?
Does that make a difference when you go in a meeting now and you're like, back in the day maybe they're like, oh, YouTube, whatever, but now people are taking it more seriously?
Yeah, but they're so confused. It's like I go into these meetings with, TV networks and they're like, we want to do something. we don't know what to do. We want to do something, but we just don't know. Like, because they don't know how to work with us, and I don't think we're really sure how to work with them. And I feel like even just taking like a YouTube show and trying to translate it to TV, you know, doing what we do online, you just can't just take it and put it on TV. Like, I don't feel like that's the answer. I love TV shows.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite shows is Law & Order. So not too long ago, I got to play a dead body on Law & Order, so I was extremely excited. And how I worked, you know, with them is I was like, can I film all the behind the scenes stuff?
I was in the process of getting my hair and makeup done, but I found friends here. Hi guys!
What's up, what's up?
So they let me film, you know, the sets in the studio, but it really brought my audience into, you know, seeing the production, the behind the scenes of making a TV show. For me, like, that's the perfect marriage, I feel like, between YouTube and kind of the TV world.
Do you have any inspirations?
What are you talking about? I don't have any inspirations.
I'm just a bit obsessed.
Okay, I'm not really obsessed.
I just met Steven.
Steve Jobs, like, ever since I was young, I've just been such a huge fan of his work, and I feel like Apple has really inspired me, and Apple's always been kind of there at the forefront of, like, you know, pushing the envelope on creativity. So I did a book report on Steve Jobs in 6th grade, and everyone's just like, what are you even talking about? Like, you're crazy.
What advice can you give people out there who want to get into this?
I feel like a lot of people now feel like they need to have their first video be like the most amazing video ever. No, it doesn't have to be. Just post anything and kind of, you know, find out what you're good at and what you're passionate about, and just start posting, because there's an audience out there for anything.
What does the future hold for this space?
You know,
and for you?
I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I mean, if you would have told me 5 years ago that this is what I was going to be doing, I'd have been like, whatever, you're crazy. So who knows? I mean, 5 years from now, who knows what's going to be going on.
But you're not planning for bigger projects. I mean, you must be planning a bit at this point.
You know, I'm one of those people that I don't plan anything. Like, I'm so casual, so laid back that I'm just like, oh, I want to do this today, and then I figure out how to do it. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's how I roll.
And it's been working. Woo. Thank you so much for sharing your story and being part of the Partners Project.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks to all of you for tuning in. Definitely subscribe to iJustine's channel and subscribe right here. We will be back next week with more on the Partners Project. Bye. Thanks so much to iJustine for talking to us. She is super cool and sweet. You can subscribe to her channel right here. And thanks to all of you for watching and for commenting. Thanks to Spidvid, shout out to him for saying this on the Annoying Orange episode. Incredible interview. Looking forward to future episodes. Lots of good interviews ahead. That's awesome. We want to hear from you. So definitely comment below and subscribe to us right here. And of course, come back Tuesday where we'll be sharing iJustine's Partners Pro Tips. Also next week, we're talking to Shay Carl, so leave your questions for him in the comments below. And of course, happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you next week.